G is related to one of the parent functions described in this section. Identify the parent function f, describe the sequence of transformations from f to g, and sketch the graph of g. Finally, we'll use function notation to write g in terms of f. So from looking at this function, g of x, I can see from these bars here that our parent function f of x is absolute value of x. Now I need to identify the transformations that occur. Well, this 1/2 in front means that we shrink vertically by 1/2. This subtracting 2 from x means we shift to the right 2 units. And this subtraction on the end means we shift down 3 units. Now they want us to sketch the graph of g. Well, I know my parent function, absolute value of x, looks like this. These are all of the points here. So this is f of x equals absolute value of x. And this will be part C. So if I am following these steps for multiple transformations, I want to do my horizontal shift first. Then I'm going to shrink or stretch second. I don't have any reflecting, so then I'm going to do my vertical shift last. So I'm only going to take a few of these points, so we'll get the gist. Starting from this vertex point, first I'm going to shift it right 1, 2 units. And then I want to shrink it by 1/2. Well, this height would stay right here at 0. And then I'm going to go down 1, 2, 3. So this is my new point there. Then I'm going to pick 4, 4. Start here, right? So I'm going to shift it right 1, 2 units. Now I want to shrink it by 1/2. Well, if it's a height of 4, then 1/2 would go down to 2. And then I'm going to shift it down 3 units. 1, 2, 3. Let's do one more. On this side, let's do 2, 2. All right? So I'm going to shift it right 2. Then I'm going to shrink this height vertically by 1/2, which means instead of 2, I'm going to go down to 1. Then I'm going to shift down 1, 2, 3. All right? So now let's do this one, right? Let's do -4, 4. I'm going to shift right 2 units. Instead of being a height of 4, I'm going to shrink down by 1/2 to 2. And then I'm going to shift 1, 2, 3 units down. Let's do this one here, -8, 8. I'm going to shift right 2 units. Shrinking by 1/2, instead of being a height of 8, I'm going to shrink down to 4. And then I'll go down 1, 2, 3 units. And now we can connect this And this gray function is g of x. So now part D is asking us to use function notation to write g in terms of f. So g of x equals 1/2 f of x minus 2 minus 3, where f of x is absolute value of x.